They finally arrived. I've literally been waiting for these things for like 7 months. So I had originally ordered these in February with a promised ship date of March. So I was like, okay, I could wait a month. You know, I've waited longer for other stuff. So I get emails and be like, oh yeah, it was updated to April. No, then it was updated to May. Oh, we're back to April. And I kept doing this ping pong back and forth until finally it was September. I got the shipping confirmation and I was like, oh. Anyways, what am I so excited about? Let's find out. To give you a hint, they come from Germany. I don't know if that was a correct accent or not, but I went with it. All right. My new brakes. Trickstuff. The Direttisimas. Oh, so excited. So if you don't already know, Trickstuff is a small little German branch that makes handmade brakes. They're supposed to be touted as some of the most powerful in the industry, even more than some of the most strongest like Maguras, Saints, Codes. Now another thing with these brakes is they're also very expensive. And if you already know the brand and you know what the brakes are, you already know how much they are. If you don't know the brand and you want to know how much they are, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you how much they are. But I'll provide links with more information on where you can find information on their stuff. And you know, my bike builds typically are frame builds and they kind of retain the same parts, same wheels, same suspension. And so I was like, I want a shiny bit on my most recent build, but it took pretty much most of the year for it to get here. All right, let's crack these open. So what's cool, you get an actual wood box. This box is completely made out of wood. No plastics or anything. Slides open. Kind of like how Push does, I have a customized check sheet of who did the manufacturing and the checking of it. It is all in German. I have no idea what it says, but I see check marks in pen, not kind of preformed stuff. So let's get some foam. Got a Trickstuff water bottle. And we got our brakes. Got the clamps. Bolts. Looks like pads. Bleeding nipple. These literally look like seeds, like sunflower seeds. I don't know if you can see. Okay. Sticker. Organize this a little bit better here. Another sticker. And more foam. Set that aside. Alright, so let's take a detailed look at the brakes here. So here I have is the lever. So again, looks very reminiscent of like a Shimano lever. Very narrow top. A little chunky from top to bottom. Again, this is machined out, I'm guessing for weight purposes. You have a brace on this back side. Here is a clamp. Clamp looks like this. So it's going to connect this way, but just on top. So again, we have a pretty long lever. that runs on sealed bearings for smoothness and no play. The lever itself is actually kind of compact, probably more on along the lines of a Shimano lever. Here I have a old Code lever. Hold on, Here I have a Code lever for comparison, so you can see lever length is actually probably identical, and they actually kind of swing in the kind of almost the same fashion, but lever body, I mean, you can just compare just how much smaller. And when you feel this by hand compared to this feels so much lighter than this. So one thing the lever body is not going to have is a bite point adjust, and the lever reach has to be done with a tool. Now actually you can buy a little knob that will attach to there, so you can do it tool free, but other than that you will have to use a little Allen key to adjust that. Also, like a Shimano lever blade, you are going to have a top cap that is put in place by 3 bolts, and it's going to have like a rubber membrane with your fluid underneath. All right, let's take a look at the caliper. So again, you're going to have a 2-piece caliper, but when you compare it to like other calipers, everything is very square, a lot of square, kind of sharper edges. It's just got that machined look to it. One thing, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I can focus in, but the pistons right here, they are steel pistons, and they said that they put those in for some type of heat. Oh, there you go. Heat management, and I was kind of questioning that, but I don't know if you can see, but the pistons are actually hollow. So I'm going to try and I can't. The only thing that contacts the brake pad is just the outer circumference of the piston. So you have very little metal actually touching your brake pad, which is an interesting design. So again, your 2 bolts, looks like a bleed port. They call it the C41. All right, so taking a look at the brake pads. So I have them side by side to some Code pads that I have left over. Interestingly enough, the brake pads actually look smaller than like the Code pads that I have. You're looking at about maybe 2 millimeters shorter, I guess, from top to bottom, and lengthwise you're looking at about the same. Just kind of measuring with the calipers here. So widthwise you were looking about the same, but interestingly you may look like you have less surface area touching a rotor, which by any means, you know, means everything in terms of braking power, but it is interesting that they can get it so compact, but yet still achieve a really good braking power that they are known to get. One cool thing about the brake pads is that you can actually, in a pinch, they will fit Shimano XT brake pads. Well, thanks again everybody for stopping by and watching this video and unboxing of my new brakes, the Trickstuff Direttissima. If you have any more questions or want any finer details about these brakes, drop a comment and ask, and I'll try and get to those. And maybe even let me know what brakes you're running and what your experiences are with them. Again, my goal with buying these is I wanted as much braking power as possible, and I really hope these deliver. So I'm going to follow up this unboxing with a full review on them and my experiences, and see if, yeah, maybe these were worth it. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.